playable to left field. Delmonico coming on, and Nicky's under it, makes the catch. A very quick 2 outs with 2 pitches, and Kinsler was hitting and laying in the weeds in ambush mode.
Well, he'll do that. You know that about Ian Kinsler, especially against a pitcher that has the ability to strike him out. He's like, no need to get to 2 strikes. If he throws me a first pitch fastball, I'm ready.
Right now, you've got the latitude just to throw strike 1 here because 2 pitches, 2 outs. Just throw it right down the middle.
Well, the thing about somebody like Carlos Rodon, everybody knows he can strike you out.
Yes.
If you walk up there with the bat, like, uh-oh. So if he throws strike 1, a lot of them are going to be ready to hit right now.
That's true. That's a slow ball over for strike 1. He was not going to swing. You know that as well as I do. And it's Jeffrey Marte at home plate. He's thrown 3 pitches. He has 2 outs and a strike.
Yeah, and that's when the third batter that walks up there, he's saying, I can't make a first pitch out.
He's got 4 home runs, says Marte, and the 0-1 to Jeffrey. That's outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. 4 pitches, 2 outs, and a strike and a non-strike. 1-1 the count on Marte. The infield, well, the heels of the shortstop, Anderson, are in left field, and Yolmer Sanchez at third. In the back of the infield, here's one grounded to short. Anderson up with it. Marte was looking at the baseball in the glove of the shortstop, and Anderson throws him out. I've seen some bad base running, but that one's right at the top of it as well. They go 1-2-3. Rodon, since the walk, has retired his last 4. On to the third we go. No score here in Anaheim.
They say the strength to fight the toughest battles is in our nature. And that power comes from nature itself. Only SIH could take those elements and combine them with our nationally accredited treatment program to provide the area's first dedicated cancer center. Built for our community, by our community. Because hope is home. Only at the SIH Cancer Institute.
How would you like to save money on your utility bills every month? All you need to do is make a simple free phone call and you can start saving up to 25% or more on your energy bills. Energy deregulation is now available where you live, and competition means lower prices to you. By making one simple phone call, we can show you how to lower your electric or gas bills instantly. Call the Energy Hotline today and learn how easy it is to switch your utility bills and save money. Plus, you can also get your gas or electric bills for free by referring some friends. To learn how you can save money on your gas or electric bills, or even get them for free, please call right now for a completely free energy savings consultation. 800-428-9741. 800-428-9741. 800-428-9741. That's 800-428-9741.
Andy Mays are back here in Chicago with this update. The trade deadline a week away. Multiple reports, though, say the Yankees have acquired Zach Britton from the Orioles in exchange for 3 prospects, including pitcher Dylan Tate from the Yankees. Not official from either team yet. Back to Anaheim and Ed and DJ.
All right, Andy, thanks very much. For the White Sox, you make good plays. You lead off the inning. Here's Tim Anderson.
That's the roamer.
He's been busy. He's batting 8th on this road trip, 4 for 15 with a home run. Last night he was 2 for 4. Engel is next, and the top of the order to Moncada. It's 8-9-1 here for the White Sox in the 3rd inning. And Pena deals the first one, and that's outside low for ball 1. His motion looks, when I saw the first one on video and then I see this one, he's not dropping as much on his right leg as he was before. He's standing tall. There is some kick in that. You need that. That one's a strike call, 1-1.
Look, you know,
it's not the easiest thing to do. I'm going to tell you that right now.
No, if you have a little bend in your drive leg,
yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're trying to stand a little taller and it's not natural for you, that's tough.
Yes, it is. The 1-1 to Tim, inside, 2 balls and a strike. You have news?
Well, I do, but I was thinking along the lines of, you know, so much with your physical biomechanics and things that go on, you can't emulate somebody sometimes because they might have more flexibility than you.
The 2-1 that's fouled on the ground, exactly right. They may have some conditions also with the arm swing that doesn't allow them to get to where you are with that delivery, high 3/4 or over the top. But you make concessions for that, and you learn to live with it. Shields is a perfect example. He's changed his arm swing on different pitches, pitch by pitch. That's talent. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Tim Anderson. 3rd inning, no score, Sox and Angels. Here's a line drive to right. That's a base hit. Usually that would be close to a double, but it was right at Calhoun, and he's playing over there.
You know, because last night Tim Anderson grounded out to first base twice, they are shading the other direction. Anderson's making a concerted effort to go the other way, which is very unusual for him. He's mostly a pull hitter.
Yeah, and he's hitting home run. The home run he hit in Seattle was to left field.
Yes, it was.
So he takes the turn at first, and the leadoff man on here in the 3rd, and Adam Engel, the home plate. He is 2 for 10 on the trip. 1 for 4 yesterday, and swiped his 11th base of the season to go against 3 times when he was caught. Open stance slightly in that right-handed batter's box. Anderson a modest lead away from first. We're scoreless here in the 3rd. And the pitch angle on the inside half for strike 1. You look around and you can watch the players. You look around at home plate to see if there's movement from the shortstop or second baseman prematurely, and they'll tell you what's coming. But it's kind of tough when you're there and they're moving late also.
Yeah, that's
you're not
right.
going to pick that up.
Yep. You know, when you look in, you see a batter that keeps his shoulder closed, driving toward the mound. Yeah. He's not really telling you anything. He's looking perfect down the middle.
Runner goes. This one spanked on the ground to short. Simmons goes to second. Didn't get him, and on to first. They do get him. That out at first base is recorded 6-4-3 on the out at first, and Anderson, by starting him, stayed out of a double play.
Well, by Anderson not sliding, they're waiting to see a replay. You got to slide. I don't know what's going on there. There's certain things that we keep watching, you know, from Tim Anderson in particular, where he has to go ahead and play the game a little bit differently, and they're not going to check. He was just barely safe, but when they throw the ball to a base you're running to, you need to slide.
Absolutely, and if he did, he would have been more comfortable than trying to break it down a foot from the second base bag. 1 on, 1 out, scoring position. Top of the order, and Moncada at home plate. He's 0 for 1 with a fly to the center fielder, Trout, leading off the game. And that delivery, that's in there for strike 1. That looked like a change-up breaking pitch. That's just a dart that he threw over home plate. Those are functional.
Moncada again. We're always keeping an eye out to see if this is the at-bat that he's going to be more aggressive, ready to hit, or if he's just taking a pitch or two, being very passive. I like the guy that's ready to hit from the first pitch.
Yes. The 1-strike pitch on the ground to short. Overstepping is Anderson. The throw goes to first base. They don't get him. That's an infield single. Anderson took a shot at third, Darren. If that hits him in the foot, don't even go in the dugout. Just don't go in there.
I'll say this, Ed. Tim running with a ball hit to his right. He had to know the shortstop was playing up the middle. I'll say that because otherwise that was a mistake. And another thing is, when he was running, it's almost as if he stutter-stepped to try and make the ball seem like it was going to hit him to distract the shortstop. You know, your job is just to get there to third base as quick as possible and make sure that they don't throw you out.
I mean, I don't get it. Not on that.
No.
I mean, if you're going to run to third, run to third.
All right.
But to think that you're going to maybe put a screen on the shortstop by not letting him see the ground ball, he's got time to see it when it comes between your feet or your shoes. Runners at first and third with 1 out and a scoring opportunity for Sanchez at home plate. And Yolmer 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That's a lone strikeout for Pena, and Felix from the high set deals this one, and that's outside, ball 1.
Situational hitting for Yolmer. The key is staying out of the double play, so should be looking for a ball up to drive deep to the middle of the field for a sacrifice fly. This is a time where you have to know you don't have to get a hit, which is much harder to pick up than a fly ball to center field.
1 ball, no strikes. Runners at the corners in the 1-0. That's outside, and the count now 2-0. This is your go pitch, and I'm going to say this right now. I have no idea of what he's going to throw, but his best pitch, if it's not the change, then it's that slider or slurve ball. He's getting one of those 2 off-speed pitches, or should here on 2-0. He is not calling the pitches, but one of the best minds in baseball is in that dugout for the Angels, and that's Mike Scioscia.
Well, fastball in might be the pitch.
And the 2-0. That's high, and it was a fastball away, and now the count 3-0. A walk here loads the bases for Abreu.
Scioscia runs through the signs to his catcher to let the pitcher know, throw over to first base or pitch out. He relays those signs to his catcher with men on base.
You know, you have every right, if he's calling the pitches, to shake the catcher off. If you don't want to throw it, and you throw it in there haphazardly, you're going to pay a price. The 3-0 to Yolmer. He walked him on 4, and the bases are loaded for Abreu.
Your 2018 Chicago White Sox are presented by Guaranteed Rate, your home team throughout the season and the official mortgage provider of the Chicago White Sox. Get started today at rate.com.
First walk, 2 hits in the inning. And the pitching coach, Charles Nagy, going to the mound. I know I've got some reads to get in, and one of them is the triples read. And the White Sox, I think, are second in baseball in triples. Triples are sponsored by Majestic Star Casino. 1 location, 2 casinos. And while I have the time, any White Sox save is powered by the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program. So Nagy back to the dugout, and enough said to the pitcher, I guess, Pena. And Felix got the word that was relayed from Mike Scioscia through Charles Nagy.
Arizona Diamondbacks have 34 triples. White Sox tied with Pittsburgh with 29.
Career of the bases loaded. Abreu only hits .341. See if he can get on top of that right here with the bases loaded in the 3rd inning. Abreu waiting, and Felix Pena doesn't check the runners. The pitch to Jose, a dart low, ball 1. He was looking in wishfully at the home plate umpire like, where is it? It's ball 1, 1-0. Abreu 1 for 1 with the 2-out single in the 1st inning. The All-Star this year and was voted in. And I asked him how he liked the All-Star game. Big smile came on, and he goes, nah, I'm not hitting. The 1-0, that's inside 2-0, and a walk here forces in a run. Did you have a lot of walks with the bases loaded to get RBIs?
And no, I didn't have a lot of them. I hit okay with the bases loaded, but I'm sure I had maybe 1 or 2 walks with the bases loaded in my career.
Those are good, aren't they?
Free RBIs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those, I'll take those all day.
Pitchers don't like those too much.
Yeah, be better.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I should be better. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, double play. That's what they're looking for. High fly ball down the right field line to the corner, to the pole and right. It's just foul. Just foul. Home run distance there, and he took it out of the catcher's mitt to Abreu with the swing.
Oh, man, that was just feet from missing a grand slam for Abreu.
Whenever I see that, one thing reminds me of another ballpark, and that's Fenway Park.
Oh, that's long gone there.
That's a slammer on that pole, because the pole's on the sidewall.
Yeah. That's a strange thing, that right field pole in Fenway Park.
Yes, it is.
Because that ball would have been like 30 feet fair at Fenway Park. Here it was just foul.
I remember giving one up to the pitcher there, Sonny Siebert, and it was foul. And I go, what are they cheering about? That one's low, and the count goes to 3-1 on Abreu. And I realized when I looked at it, this thing just sliced past the pole foul.
Yep.
I'm going, that is not going to happen again. I can't do that. That's out the door.
Can use some RBIs right here.
Yes, we can. And those are brought to you by Jerry Haggerty Chevrolet and Glen Ellen. 3 balls, 1 strike. The go pitch and the 3-1 to Abreu. He walked him. Sox lead 1-0.
There's a run batted in without batting.
White Sox RBIs are sponsored by Jerry Haggerty Chevrolet and Glen Ellen. For pre-owned certified vehicles, trucks, or SUVs, Jerry's the guy to see. JerryHaggertyChevrolet.com. Back-to-back walks.
Yeah, fastball missing inside at 92 miles an hour in the Xfinity Speed Gun. Powered by Xfinity. Xfinity delivers the fastest internet, the best in-home Wi-Fi experience. Call, click, or visit an Xfinity store today.
Wheels are turning in that dugout for Mike Scioscia and also the pitching coach, Charles Nagy, because here's Avisail Garcia. How about a nice slam here? It's a 1-0 Sox lead here in the 1st.
Not that you're, greedy or anything.
No, but I'd like to see him give one up. I think it's only positive when he loaded the bases. Avi waits in the 1st one. High, ball 1.
Changed his arm angle right there. A little
dropped it down a bit.
A little slider from the side.
Some guys do that because they think it's going to break more. It breaks slower when you drop your arm angle because you go around the ball with your hand. And maybe that's the intent. 1 ball, no strikes on Avisail. Bases loaded, 1-0 Sox. Here's a swing and a high fly ball to right. Calhoun will deal with this. He makes the catch, tagging at 3rd, coming home. The throw coming home in the air. He threw it over the head of the catcher as Moncada scores. And the 2 runners at 1st and 2nd move to 2nd and 3rd. It's 2-0 Sox on the sacrifice fly by Garcia.
You don't expect to see a Gold Glove right fielder that's been out there for several years make a throw like that. That was terrible.
Well, you can't sugarcoat it because that's what it was. It was terrible.
I mean, I'm not picking on him. He'll stand out there and he'll say, how was that throw? He goes, oh, that was terrible. He'd tell you that.
Another RBI sponsored by Jerry Haggerty Chevrolet in Glen Ellen for pre-owned certified vehicles, trucks or SUVs. Jerry's the guy to see, JerryHaggertyChevrolet.com. Shaky Street is here right now, even though there are 2 down in the White Sox third inning, but we lead 2-0, and there's ducks on the pond. They're on for Narvaez, and the pitch, that's called ball 1. The catcher held that, did Maldonado, but it was up. It might have been off the plate away as well.
Well, you'd think now that you get the sacrifice fly, nice job by Garcia, and the situational hitting, that you're off the hook maybe as a pitcher, and all it takes is a line drive in the gap to make him feel real bad about himself.
And you go, I gave up 4, the 1-0, swinging a line shot, and that's hammered in the glove of Pujols, and he makes the catch. He saved 2 more runs and probably a runner at least at second base. And it comes to an end. The White Sox send 7 men to home plate. A couple of runs across. They had a couple of walks, 2 hits, a line drive with 2 outs and 2 left. We're going to that's the 15th out. That's brought to you by Geico. Back with the Angels half of the third inning. Sox lead here in Anaheim 2-0.
Saving you money on car insurance has been in Geico's wheelhouse for over 75 years. So, after the game, get a quote at geico.com. Geico. So easy, a caveman can do it.
What if people had a battery level icon, like on your phone? You'd see a lot of us in need of a recharge. Thank goodness there's 5-Hour Energy, because just one sugar-free vitamin-packed 5-hour energy shot can get you all the way back to 100% fast. And isn't life better at 100%? 5-Hour Energy. Get back to 100%. For more information, visit 5hourenergy.com.
Listen, we've got a serious problem, and everyone's responsible. Careless driving through Illinois work zones is far too dangerous for both travelers and workers. But you can make a difference by simply paying attention. It really is a matter of life or death. Learn more at lifeordeathillinois.com.
Life is so fast and sometimes stressful. Even planning a little getaway can be stressful too, right? I'm John Williams. Take a relaxing cruise down the Mississippi on the Riverboat Twilight. Brenda and I did. Depart from the Quad Cities, travel to Dubuque, spend the night in a lovely hotel, then cruise home the next day. Fares include delicious meals, overnight accommodations, shore tours. The river runs wide and relaxing. Couples, friends, families. Visit riverboattwilight.com or call 1-800-331-1467.
Angels come to bat here in this third inning. White Sox a couple of runs across as they sent 7 men to home plate and scored a couple of runs, and Marte saved them by making a spectacular catch on a rocket shot by Narvaez to close it out. I may have said Pujols, but it's Jeffrey Marte at first base. That pitch in there for a strike from Carlos Rodon. This is Martin Maldonado, the catcher, and he's got a cannon for a throwing arm. We can tell you that. 225 with 5 homers and 32 runs batted in. You know, I put Pujols down in the lineup as the designated hitter, and then I did the spots in the batting order and went through that. And then I went over and did, by memory, who was playing where, and I put Pujols at first base. I apologize for that. But that's what I did, trying to get the lineup, and I kept testing myself. Okay, Pujols is there, and going over third base with Fletcher, and then I had Simmons at short. Yeah, that one close, but not a strike. Rodon still has not let go a fastball of over 95 or 96 miles an hour. He's behind 2-1 on Martin Maldonado.
The last pitch, 90 miles an hour on the Xfinity speed gun. Xfinity delivers the fastest internet, best in-home Wi-Fi experience. Call, click, or visit an Xfinity store today. Now, he looked in at the home plate umpire after that last one, Carlos, as if to say, okay, where was that? And honestly, PitchCast says the same thing. Where was that?
Are we moving to robotics for the umpires at home plate? This one's fouled out of play to the right. And now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You know, I look at it as if to say there's no way. We like the human element of the game. But if you ask pitchers nowadays, with all of the looks they give in at home plate umpires, they're going to go, I want a robot back there, because, you know, if you actually have it almost like they have in tennis where it tells you if you missed the line, well, it's going to be accurate, that's for sure.
Well, that's the idea. And the next one to Maldonado, fisted on the ground, going over to get it. Oh, God, that throws him out. That ball was hit like a wiffle ball.
Wasn't fast.
Oh, Maldonado's out 4-3. Rodon has retired the last 5. And Carlos, 6'3", 235 pounds, 25 years of age, lives in Covington, Indiana. Here's the ninth place hitter, Cole Calhoun. He led off for the Angels yesterday. And yesterday he had a double, a couple of strikeouts. Yikes. He was 1 for 5 last night. He's hitting 190 coming into action today with 10 homers and 30 runs batted in. And Rodon's first one, a swinging strike on a slider, strike 1. Third inning, Sox leading 2-0 on 3 hits, and Rodon has yet to give up a safety. He has a walk of Mike Trout, and that's a lone base runner. That was with 2 outs in the first inning, and Trout swiped second base, his 19th. And that pitch a little low, 1 ball, 1 strike.
If you're wondering why Calhoun goes from 1 to 9 against lefties, he's hitting a robust 1-2-3 against left-handers.
I don't know how many batters, I don't know how many pitchers, I haven't counted them, that Mike Scioscia has. Because he's had problems and a lot of tired pitchers on his staff. That pitch over, but a little low. And the count moves to 2-1 on Cole Calhoun. But face it, we've got, 3 extra players on our bench? That's it?
That's it. You have 3 regulars sitting on your bench, and that means you have 8 guys in your bullpen. Hello.
Well, evidently you need 8. I mean, I never thought that. This one to Calhoun, that's a strike call. Now it's an even count of 2-2. Yeah, I think 8's too many, and sometimes 10's not enough. That's what people say. But you're going to run into games where you don't get them out, and you're going to run in a lot of games, and you give them enough work, they're going to stay sharp as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Third inning, Sox leading 2-0, and Rodon is going to take a walk down the back of the mound. And I don't know why. He's going to be some rosin, but it wasn't a lot. I can say that, and he's upset.
Yeah, he's talking with Narvaez without having a meeting. And Narvaez is shaking his head going, okay, yeah. As they were having a problem getting together on the signs.
2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 struck him out swinging. He tied him up on a pitch there that was up and in, letter high, but off the plate by at least 4 inches.
Yeah, that best velocity I've seen from him tonight. That was 94 miles an hour on the Xfinity speed gun.
So there are 2 outs at the top of the order for David Fletcher, who's 0 for 1. He spanked it on the ground the first time up to Yomar Sanchez, our third baseman. Looking microscopically anyway at the 4th for the White Sox. Davidson will lead it off, then Delmonico and Anderson to follow. It's a 2-0 Sox lead here in the 3rd. That pitch to Fletcher outside for ball 1. And David hitting .293 coming in with a homer and 10 runs batted in. I said Cypress, California, not far from here, and went to Cypress High School as well, to David Fletcher. Now pitch a high drive to left down the line, and that's foul. That's way back. Yikes. Let's pause here 10 seconds for station identification on WGN Radio in the
From the hub of the universe, this is Monster Radio 98.5 FM and 1150 AM.
WGGH, Marion.
Rodon's next one is over but low. With Darren Jackson at Farmer, glad you're with us. Tony Noto is our engineer here, supported up there by Brian Fletcher and also David Wagner. They're helping Tony Noto today.
Was
something, I think.
I don't know what's going on back there.
And the 2-1, a swing and a ground ball foul past third, and I believe that's Dino Ebell over there at third base, and he's picking out someone to throw the ball to. Oh yeah, don't let him do that. Did you ever go to a ball game at Dodger Stadium where a foul ball came in and the guy looked and threw it, and you stepped in front of the person it was designed to go to?
No, that's tough to do in the bleachers. That's where I was sitting.
And here's the next one, way inside, and the count runs 3-2 on David Fletcher. We saw him yesterday for the first time, and Darren remarked, this guy's got some idea of how to play. He hasn't been signed all that long professionally either. What was it, 2014?
13, yeah. He was in high school 2013, and here he is now right down the road from where he grew up saying, yeah, I deserve to be here.
Here's the 3-2 pitch to Fletcher. Check swing, he went. Ball gets away from the catcher, Narvaez. And that's a strikeout for Rodon, his first of the game. And that's brought to you by PPG Paints. The best pitchers paint the corners. The best painters, they use PPG Paints. Back to the fourth, or on to the fourth we go. Sox leading 2-0 here in Anaheim.
The Savings Giant would like to introduce you to Kincaid Furniture. Kincaid is the nation's leading manufacturer of solid wood bedroom, dining room, and occasional tables. They use the highest quality construction with dovetails in the front